back with a new video. If you're new here, my name is Faye. If you're not new here, welcome. Thank you for coming back for another video. I am so excited because as you guys can see by the title, I'm filming a full get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to the Beyonce Club Renaissance, okay, period. I'm so excited. I have like an hour and 15 minutes to get ready. So we about to get it done. So if you would like to see how I'm gonna do my makeup, how my outfit is gonna come together, then keep watching. All right, y'all, so I'm actually starting with my face today. Who is she? Normally I start with my eyes, but I don't plan on doing any like liner or anything too crazy. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk, but we're gonna start with the face. So I'm going in first with two primers. I'm gonna be using this one from One Size, which I have been loving. It's perfect for helping to, like, if you're sweaty or really oily, this is a great primer. And then on top of that, I'm going in with this one. You guys already know how much I love this primer from Milk. It's gonna help to blur and smooth the skin and also control oil and whatnot throughout the day, because honey, we about to be out all night, okay? Not all night, but we gonna be out for a little minute. So we wanna make sure that the face is going to be top tier all night. So I'm using the One Size one first, and I just follow the directions with this. So I apply a little bit to my fingers, warm it up in between, and then just press it into the skin. And I'm actually gonna let this sit on my face for like a quick little 30 seconds to a minute before I go in with the next primer. All right, so next up, we're going in with the Milk Makeup Primer. This one, I just apply straight to the face, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that one out also. And also, this step isn't necessary, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this e.l.f. gripping primer, and I'm just gonna put this in my smile lines and then kind of just pat it over the rest of my face. Because I noticed earlier when I had my makeup on, some of it was kind of settling into my smile lines, and we don't want that. So I'm just going to kind of focus this on my smile lines and in the center of my face. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the One Size Turn Up the Base blurring, what is it called? A BB Cream Beauty Blur Balm. I have been loving this. If you have oily skin, this right here you need, especially for the summertime. I picked this up recently, like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I have been loving. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to mix in like the smallest little dot of this LA Girl Pro Color mixing pigment in white, because this shade is just a tinge too dark for me. So I just put like the smallest little bit of that white, and I'm using a little mixing tray that I got off of Amazon. So like literally, I'm going to show you guys, like not even, like barely a pump of this. So you guys can see, hopefully, there you go. You guys can kind of see without the glare of the lights what I mean. Like literally the smallest little bit. And these little mixing pigments, they're very inexpensive. I have a white one and I also have a blue one. I use them nonstop. And then I'm just using the spatula side of this little e.l.f. brow lift applicator to mix it up on this palette, and then I'm going to apply it to the face. And you can see, I know I didn't really give you a comparison, but you can see how well this applies to the skin, like the color match. Had I not used that that white, it would have been too dark. And I think I actually have a reel on my Instagram where I used this, like when I first bought it, and I filmed, I think, do I? I think I do. Or if it's not up yet, it's coming, where I use this and I didn't like mix any white or anything with it. And so you'll kind of be able to see how it's a little bit darker. But even with that, it still looks good on the skin. Like after I apply concealer and everything else, like it still looked good. But the initial application, you could definitely tell that it wasn't like a perfect match. Compared to this, like, I mean, you are not going to be able to clock me with this one. So you can get those mixing pigments at Ulta. You may even be able to find them on Amazon. I'll link them for you guys down below as well. Always recommend checking those out and picking them up. They're super inexpensive. If you're somebody that has a hard time finding or matching your foundation exactly, you can kind of customize your foundation to match if you know, have a hard time finding your perfect match in the store. Okay, so this is how the face is looking. Nice medium coverage, nice smooth base that we're working with. So next up for concealer, I'm actually going to be using my Fenty Pro Filter concealer. This one is in the shade 360. And this one's actually my skin tone shade. So I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this Born This Way concealer in the shade Sand, which is just a little bit lighter. And we're going to use that to kind of correct and highlight. Okay, and then to set that all in place, I'm going in with this powder from One Size. This is the translucent shade. I have been loving this powder. So I'm just gonna apply this to all the areas where I applied the concealer to go ahead and set the face. I'm also gonna set my eyelids, even though I'm gonna be putting on eyeshadow, but I don't want it creasing later on. So I'm gonna set my eyelids and also my brows. If you're somebody like me that gets like shiny, oily brows throughout the day, definitely set your brows to help with that. Oh, and my smile lines, because like I told you earlier, my makeup was settling in my smile lines and we do not want that. Okay, so while that is cooking on the face, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, so brows are on, looking snatched. I just used my Benefit brow products per usual, the Goof Proof and the Precisely My Brow, both in shade number 4. So next up, let's go ahead and get into these eyes. So my vibe, I think I have a picture actually, let me see if I can find it. The vibe that I'm going for this look is from a picture that I actually saw from Beyonce on the tour, and I'm probably gonna kind of give it my own little vibe, but I'm gonna show you guys the picture. Okay, so here is the eye makeup that I'm going for. Just kind of like a smoky, like brown smoky eye with glitter. That's the vibes that I'm going for. So I'm gonna start off with the base, and then I pulled out a bunch of just like eyeshadow palettes that I feel like will have the glittery energy, okay, that we're going for. So we'll just see how it comes together. But first, I'm gonna start off with my Makeup by Mario palette. I have been loving this palette. This is the Master Mattes. It basically is just a whole palette full of matte eyeshadows that you literally cannot go wrong with purchasing, especially if you're somebody that likes like natural kind of makeup vibes. You need this. So I'm going to just mix, I think, like I'm gonna do this brown, can y'all see? It's focused on me and not the palette. Okay, so I'm gonna do like these browns here, this one, and and maybe a little bit of the dark brown. We'll just see. So I'm gonna start off with this one and this one in the crease. And we'll just see how it comes together. But y'all, I'm so excited about this concert. I've been waiting for her to come to Atlanta. I purchased my ticket months ago. I'm actually going with my friend Shanine, and I'm too excited. Like, I've been watching, today is actually Monday. We're going to the Monday show. And I have been watching like everybody else from Friday and Saturday at the concert, their videos and stuff. Like, I know a lot of people have been saying like, don't share, or that you're not going to be watching people's videos, but I've been watching all the videos, okay? Because I'm trying to see like what the vibes are, what do I need to be prepared for, like how are people doing with being on mute, okay, period, especially in Atlanta. So I've been watching everybody's videos. I've been loving seeing everybody like just getting into like the energy and dressing up and just being all about the vibes. I'm so here for it. I can't remember the last time that I like was excited to go to a concert or that I dressed up. Like, I have a whole fit, okay? I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna see. But yeah, I have a whole fit. That took me like a couple weeks because I couldn't decide if I wanted to go metallic or if I wanted to do like pink or camo or jean. Like, I could not decide, or rhinestone. I literally could not decide like what kind of vibe I wanted to go for. But I have a whole fit that I got off Amazon, okay? Whole fit from Amazon except for the sneakers. So do not sleep on Amazon, y'all. Like, if you need something quick, fast, and in a hurry, because I pretty much finalized my whole fit this week. So if you need something quick, don't sleep on Amazon. Like, the fashion the Amazon fashion, they got what you need. So next I'm gonna go in with this one and this one. I'm gonna mix them together and put them in the outer V. But yeah, so excited. Literally cannot wait. I'm just excited that she's finally here, like I said, in Atlanta, and that I'm finally able to like go and experience it in person. I've been to a couple of her concerts. I went to On the Run, and I went to was it the Lemonade or the self-titled album? I think I went to Lemonade, and then I can't remember if I went to the self-titled tour or not. And then I also went to, I think the On the Run one was the one where her and Jay-Z were together on the tour. So one thing about it, I already know, like I've been seeing in the videos already, but I already knew, like she always puts on a great show. And I love, like one thing that has stood out to me about this tour, it seems like it's all positive vibes. Like everybody in the audience is like, it's just giving all like love, good energy, positive vibes. So I feel like the energy in the stadium is going to be crazy. So I'm super excited about that too. So this is how the eyes are looking so far. So now I'm actually going to mix this shade and this shade together, these top two middle shades. And I'm going to put that on the lid just to kind of prep for the glitter. Let me know down below if you went to the tour. If you did go, let me know in the comments what city you went to and what was your favorite part about the show. Let me know. Because by the time this goes up, I will have already gone, obviously, because I'm getting ready. But I'm just curious, like, what different people's, like, the parts that they enjoyed the most. And also, like, what city you went in. Because I know a lot of people that actually traveled for this tour and, like, wanted to experience it in other cities. So I'm just curious, like, did you go in your own hometown? If you did, where is that? Or, like, where you live? Or did you travel like to another city to see the tour? Let me know. All right, so this is like the base look right here. So this is giving like the latte makeup trendy vibes. So now we're gonna amp it up with glitter. So like I said, I took out a couple of palettes. I have Jackie Aina, I have Dose of Colors. I know these were limited edition, so I'm so sorry if you don't have them. But I'm going for like champagne glittery vibes. I also have this Mothership Celestial from Pat McGrath and Celestial Divinity. Celestial Odyssey and Divinity from Pat McGrath. So, I don't know. I was kind of looking through these earlier. And I feel like, because see, Pat McGrath kind of has this like, I'll just do a swatch and show it to you guys. Like, it's kind of giving that, like, alien, like, when I see this color, if it'll focus, not on me, there we go. When I see this, it's giving, like, the vibes of this tour, I feel like. But then also and I know this is kind of different from how Beyonce's was. Hers was, like, a champagne shimmer. But when I swatch these colors, I was kind of like, ooh, maybe I want to like amp it up a little bit. So also from the Jackie Aina palette, the color Zam is kind of like a coppery, like, see how they're both kind of giving that vibe? But the top one is from Jackie Aina's palette and it has that coppery undertone. And then the bottom one has more of that like purpley undertone. So I don't know. Should we mix them? Maybe we'll mix them. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to also dust. Do I want to dust this off? No, I'm not going to. Just in case I have some fallout. So I'm going to start off with Zam from the Jackie Aina palette. Is this shade right here. I'm going to start off with that one and apply that to the lid. And then we'll just kind of go from there and see what it's giving. Okay, so I feel like this is exactly what I was going for. So I don't know if I'm going to add anything to it. I don't know. What do y'all think? I feel like this is giving the vibes. I feel like I wish I would have put a glitter glue down first, which is fine. But in the future, I would probably put a glitter glue down. Or if you have this palette and you want to recreate this look, just to help it like have something to adhere to. And also it would probably help it like show up. I mean, it's showing up nice, don't get me wrong, but I think the glitter glue would just give it like that extra you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have to like apply as many layers since my lid is basically dry, like set with powder. It doesn't really have anything to grasp onto. So that would be my only recommendation if you recreate this look. I don't have time to go back and try to do that, so we're just gonna make it work. But I do really like how that looks actually. I think I am going to add just a little bit from this palette. So this is the Celestial Divinity palette, and I'm just gonna go in with this shade right here. This one right here on the bottom, and I'm just gonna pop that right on top of this shade and see what it's giving. I feel like this is just, yeah, this is just gonna give it like a little bit of dimension. Like you guys can see how it has like that green tint to it, whereas this one is more just like the coppery. So yeah, it just gives it like a little something extra. It's not necessary, but it definitely gives it like a little something. Okay, so that's all that I'm gonna do on like the lid. I am gonna go in with the Mario palette one more time and just add a little bit more to the outer V just to re-deepen that up and blend it into the shimmer. Okay, that is gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lash and then I'll be right back. The lashes on, this look is eating, okay, period. So I went ahead and I went back into this Jackie Aina palette and I added Soleil into the inner corner just to give like a cute little pop of color in the inner corner. Also dusted off that extra powder. So let's go ahead and finish up the rest of this look because I still have to get dressed and it's 3:45. So I'm going in with this powder from Fenty. This is the Pro Filter Matte Powder in the shade number 345. And I'm gonna use that to go ahead and set the rest of my face. Okay, then next for bronzer, I'm going in with this one from MAC. I have been loving this bronzer. This is the matte, what is this called? The matte bronzer, I guess. Matte skin finish. Oh, Sunstruck Matte Bronzer. And I have mine in the shade Deep Golden. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the hollows of my cheeks and all the places that I normally bronze. Okay, for blush today, I'm just going to use my go-to. It's this one from Too Faced. This is one of their new blushes. I have mine in the shade Cloud Crush. No, Velvet Crush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to the cheeks. And if you have these blushes, you'll know what I'm talking about, but they smell so good. They literally smell like apple cider, I feel like. I don't know if different colors smell different, but mine smells so good. Okay, so blush is on. Last but not least, I'm going in with highlighter. I have been dipping into this palette from Urban Decay. This is the Stay Naked Threesome in the shade Fly, and I have been loving both the blush and the highlighter in this palette, but today I'm just going to go in with the highlighter shade, which is this shade right here, and pop that on the cheekbones. Okay, so before we go into the lips, I'm actually going to melt everything down. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray, and I'm actually going to show you guys a little tip to like brighten underneath the eyes and just kind of melt everything together. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray my entire face, and I really like this one because this is their Vitamin C Cactus Flower Water. It's still their long-lasting setting spray, but it's a little bit more hydrating than the other ones. So after you do that and your face is semi-dry, not all the way dry, kind of damp, I'm going to go in with a pressed powder. This one is from Makeup Forever, but I'm using a lighter shade. So I'm going in with this shade right here and a little beauty sponge. And I'm going to dip into that and go over like the center of my face and like the areas where I highlighted with my concealer. You can also use this to clean up on your under your contour like I'm doing, and also on the side of your eyeshadow, and also down the sides of your nose contour if you need to clean that up. And then I just kind of go over my forehead in any areas that look a little bit shiny, and it's just kind of like you see how it just snatched my face. So Love doing that. And if it like looks a little bit like too much overboard, I just go in with my powder brush and kind of just lightly tap over everything. And then if like your blush or anything, like if you feel like you need to reapply, I just take the brushes without adding any extra product and just kind of go over any areas that I feel like I want to like re-emphasize. All right, so last but not least is lips. And actually before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara on my lower lashes. I'm not gonna show y'all that because who wants to see that, but I'm just gonna do that real quick before I forget. Okay, and then for the lip, I'm gonna be doing this little lip combo I've been loving. So this is the Jaclyn Hill lip liner in the shade, what shade is this? Toasty. And then this Maybelline Vinyl Lip Ink in the shade Charmed. Okay, and I do feel like the lip needs just a little something, so I'm gonna go over it with this gloss from Tower 28. Actually, no, I'm gonna use this one from NYX. This is the This Is Milky Gloss in the shade Salted Caramel Shake, and I'm just gonna pop that mostly in the center. Yeah, I feel like that gave it a little something extra. Okay, so last but not least for makeup, before I switch over and get dressed real quick and then show you guys my outfit, I'm gonna set my face with this. Baby, if you are oily, if you are sweaty, any of the above, you need this. This is fire. So this, with that primer that I used in the beginning, your makeup is not gonna be going anywhere. So I'm gonna give my face a really good spray of this, so we'll be set for the whole night. All right, so this is the face. Oh, she is eating. Leave it to Beyonce to pull your girl back out of makeup retirement and bring me back on camera, because the face, oh, she's sitting. So I'm gonna switch gears real quick and I'm gonna do a TikTok of my outfit. So if you, or not TikTok, a reels, whatever, short form of my outfit getting dressed real quick. So if you want to see that, check out my Instagram or my shorts here on YouTube, and then I'll be back to show you guys my outfit after I get dressed. All right, you guys, I'm dressed. So here is the finished face, which you guys saw. I just finished filming my quick little short form. I'm squatting down so I don't have to turn the camera and have to reorganize all of this. But this is the fit. So I have this t-shirt, Renaissance tee, that I got off Amazon. This vest that is beaded on the front and the back, as you can see, also from Amazon. And these shorts that are also from Amazon. And then I also have on my Jordan 1s so I can be nice and comfy for the evening. And then I guess I can sit down real quick to finish talking to you guys. So outside of that, I have on these two fragrances. I mixed Brazilian Crush, which has been my fave this summer, with this Dossier fragrance Florential Vanilla, as you can see. And this is the look, this is the vibes. Comb the hair down. Got a little highlights happening in the hair. This was actually my hair from my birthday, which you guys will see in a vlog coming soon. I'm out of breath because I just finished, like I said, filming that short form content. But this is the look. Very excited to go to the concert and see my girl Beyonce. I'm taking this Coach wristlet. I did go ahead and measure it, so I shouldn't have any issues getting into the stadium with this. So I actually have something that I can carry all of my stuff in. And yeah, that is it. This is the look. This is the vibes, okay? She came together, all from Amazon, period, except for the shoes. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me on my phone. I'll include a couple little snippets and whatnot from the concert so that you guys can get a little vibe. But I gotta get out of here, okay? So let's go.
Everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body so that a king body. King already, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, it's time already. Shine already.